There was a very big shop in the town of Naniwa in old days. The master of this shop was a famous person in the town of Naniwa that built this shop from having nothing. By the way, even this master were famous of stingy person. Anyway, he said that it was a waste of it putting out one's tongue or breaking wind. The master went to business with a boy once. The master has begun to think that he went for a while something or other by the roadside. I did a wasteful thing so far. Sandals decrease early in this way when I trail sandals and walk. However, sandals last a long time in this way when I bring down a foot from right above slowly. It is a good idea. He said so, and the master has begun to walk by on tiptoe, stealthy steps slowly. As there was no help for it, a boy followed the back of the master by on tiptoe, stealthy steps slowly, too. In addition, once the master got used to call a chief clerk and said in this way, "The person of the shop overeated a meal these days. Do you have an idea which make decreases of food consumption? Anyway, he can save rice of the serious quantity, just to reduce the quantity that each one eats a little, because a large number of human beings act on this shop." It is so. In this situation the chief clerk did only pretend to think about because his rice to eat decreased. Then the master hit on a certain good idea and said to a chief clerk, "Oh yeah, call a carpenter. And gather all the small dining table in the shop." All right. All the small dining table in the shop were piled up like the mountain in a moment. And a carpenter appointed to the master has begun to cut the foot of small dining table with diddle diddle. By the way, in the evening, the small dining table put forward the person of the shop became low at mealtime. They must bend over their body in the shape of the character ku, when they pick up a rice bowl or put chopsticks down. Thanks to it, they were not able to eat rice only half of all on that day. To see it, the master is delight. There. It has gone well, I see. Everything one how to use head. Then the way of stingy person of the master became terrible day by day. And he thought about the method that the side dish did not give at last. He hangs big salted salmon to a string from the ceiling, and everybody eats the rice without the side dish while seeing it. Everybody of the shop could not endure like this, and threw up their job to say, "We had enough of working in such a shop. Good riddance." Cutting it down with a meal of me afterward. Several days after, one tall man appeared in front of the shop. "What's up? There is nothing to have mercy on you." When the master shouts, "Please do you employ me? I have power." The man made a big well-developed biceps. Hair such as the wire grew to the big arm and was totally the arm like the ogre. "Well, you can work here but I won't give you money and won't serve the meal either, if that's okay with you." "I do not need money anything. I do not need the meal, too. Instead of them I have one request." "What do you want to request of me?" My, this arm is in trouble and drinkers for some reason. Sprinkle liquor of a glass of sake a day to this arm. Oh, that's it? That's no big deal. Then let's decide to hire your arm. Thank you. By the way, he is a really good worker. He swing a big broadaxe around by power of the awful ability and break firewood in no time. The water drawer of the bath carries water of a lot of big pails on its shoulder lightly and is over in an instant. At the end of a day, the master has only to put a glass of sake in front of a hut. One day in the evening. At any rate, the man works very well. But how does he give liquor for an arm? The master was curious about it, so he stared at the state of the man from the gap of the wall of the hut. The man talked to an arm as if he talked his child while rubbing. Thank you for your full day of hard work. There, there. The liquor you like. The man sprinkled liquor to an arm tricklingly. Then the arm became bright red in a moment when hair such as the wire which grew to the arm stood on end peen. Oh! Are you glad? This time your turn. Are you dig it? When the man shifted a sake bottle, he sprinkled liquor to an opposite arm. And both arms became bright red. A man said good night. I will give it again tomorrow, and he slept. The very convenient arm. I wish if I had the arm another 2 or 3. The master thought so. Several days passed. He said ho-ho and came to work only by stages, the man who worked such well. It was no wonder, because the man did not eat rice for days. But the master does not care such a thing. Well, work and work. A cap of liquor a day. It may cost drinking money of several caps of liquor so far. Work, and work. Then, a few days later, the man did not move after having fallen down with a slam. Hey, rise! Do not fall down with the arms that I employed. You are up, and work early. However, the man did not move. The man passed away in his sleep. This was in trouble. Nobody will work for me from tomorrow. So, I cut the arm of this man and will give an arm liquor. The master cut off the arm of the man with a kitchen knife in the evening. And the master sprinkled liquor on an arm while singing such a song. Of me employed you. Arm of ogre. Work early. Sprinkle liquor. Work early. Sprinkle liquor. Then how about? The arm became bright red in a moment when hair such as the wire which grew to the arm stood on end peen. I've got it. That went well. The master ordered to an arm at once. The arm of the ogre, massage my shoulders. Then the arm had begun to be jostled the ability well. Well, the function of arm since then was a great thing. For cleaning of a garden, for wiping, preparations for rice, from a notebook charge account to an abacus. In addition it even went shopping. Ha. I got a convenient thing. The master could not stop laughing. However, the master had begun to skimp on liquor to give an arm soon. It should be a glass of sake, but it decreased with 1 on 1, 3rd on 2nd and came to give per day it the liquor which I weakened with water soon. One day was talked about in a town that it did not show the figure of the master. I do not see the narrow-minded master these days. And those 2 arms do not see, too. Therefore the manager of the town went to see the state of the master. I do not turn up, the master, what happened recently? Is it? Master? Hey, is it the master? Eek. The manager was surprised to find the master falling down in a room. He was strangled to the arm of the ogre, and dead in a dark room. And there was such a memo by the pillow. Give me liquor. Give me liquor.